Yeah.
All right.
Cozy.
JP Giblin, 2023 Leadville 100 run champion, golden ticket winner, Western States finisher, two-time lead man. Man, you've done a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to Tiny Bench Bid Questions.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. We are sitting here. It's a beautiful day in Boulder, Colorado. We are in the middle of the trail, so hopefully nobody comes on. But we're just going to jump right into the big questions.
Sweet.
Talk us through. You're what, 6 weeks off of winning, 7 weeks off of winning Leadville 100. Talk to us about mindset the morning of.
Yeah.
And then mindset during the race when it got really flipping hard. What kept you moving and what got you to that victory?
Yeah, so going into this year, coming off of a second place finish last year, I and being the highest returning finisher, I knew what I wanted to do, and it was to win it. And that was the only goal. So it was really just show up or blow up. And that, I told my crew, like, we're going in to win. It was the third time running the course, and so I really had good knowledge of the course.
Yep.
And I knew that not having like the mountain bike on my legs the weekend before, I could run a bit faster.
Minor difference from last year.
Yeah, and just having a whole another year or two of experience, and just more miles under my legs, it added to my confidence. And I was coming off of a bit of like a chip on my shoulder from Western States, not having the performance that I wanted to have there. And so I was like really quick turnaround. Like within a week after Western States, I was back just running and really just had my sole focus on getting back to Leadville and winning the dang thing and just proving to myself that I could do it.
Hell yeah. That belief is everything, right? You were so close last year. Second place is, it's a great spot to be, don't get me wrong, but it's also probably one of the most frustrating spots to be.
Second place, first loser.
Yes, exactly. So in the race, like, when did it start getting hard?
Yeah.
And this doesn't necessarily have to be just Leadville, but any racer going through when things get really hard.
Yeah.
What is your mindset, mantra? How do you keep moving?
So for Leadville, I had one really, really low spot, and luckily or unluckily, I don't know, it was at the beginning of the race mainly.
Okay.
The first maybe 20 miles were just a slog. I was not feeling good. I was feeling, exhausted already. My stomach wasn't sitting well. People were starting to pass me, and I was just thinking, like, man, this is not going to be the day that I want it to be. Like, it is all going out right now. So it was actually help from a fellow competitor, Rob Krar, that came up behind me, and
guy knows a thing or two about Leadville and running hard.
He's a legend, and he came up behind me, tapped me on the back, and told me, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah.
And I have aspirations of being really great at this sport, and he is one of the greats, right?
Oh, 100%.
So
absolute legend.
I thought to myself, like, you want to be like this guy, right? You want to follow in the footsteps of this guy. Like, let's go, let's run with him. And that is exactly where it turned around. So sometimes, like, it can be internally the motivation come from, but external motivation, just having that person like come up and literally tap you on the back, I was like, okay, yeah, let's go do this thing.
It's amazing because in that moment, I'm sure Rob wasn't thinking about, like, okay, this is what's going to get this guy to the finish, right? It's not like he's just being Rob. He's just being a really good guy, and like probably that 3 seconds of his life is now something you'll never forget.
Oh,
and it's just, I love this sport so much.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta run with. I gotta run with a hero right there.
Yeah.
And we didn't say anything to each other. We were just running, breathing, just step by step, running into Twin Lakes. And as soon as we got into Twin Lakes, like, it just like flipped. The switch flipped, and I was just back into game mode. Yeah.
Man, that's so cool. That is so cool. All right, so looking backwards, 2015.
Yeah.
First Leadman.
Yeah.
You and I both did Leadman that year.
Wow.
Right? So we didn't know each other until just, last year.
Yeah.
And then did you go to the military after that?
Yeah. So I went into the Navy the year after that. Was there from 2016 to 2021.
Okay.
And then came back, moved back to Boulder, and finished up my college degree at CU. I was a triathlete at the time, and so I did triathlon for another year.
Yep.
However, I wasn't in love with the sport anymore. I just didn't care for it. And I remember my experience with running and Leadman.
Let's do it.
And so I thought, I'm going to go back to do Leadman, Leadville, and
it worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah, I've found, the sport that I really like doing.
Pretty good career choice. How would you say, 2015 in the Navy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then now coming back,
Mm-hmm.
how have you evolved as an athlete over those now 8-9 years?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just coming back from an experience like the military where you're gone for 5 years and coming back to civilian life.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I was just maybe not gone to the Navy or the military, what those 5 years would have looked like. So it might not be the healthiest way to look at it, but it's kind of like I feel like I'm playing catch up a bit. So sometimes I feel like I really just need to go all the time. But it added, kind of a sense of urgency, a lot of discipline, gratefulness. I think the discipline is the biggest part. It really taught me how to suffer and taught me how to
it's important,
and
man.
just to grit my teeth and get what sucks, done.
Yeah,
So,
sometimes at these long races, it's not the most talented guy that's going to be winning. Sometimes it's a mix of, you have to have some talent, but that determination to keep moving when everything in your body says stop is what's going to put you on top.
I mean, even like a lot of the days in the military, like a 17-hour day, like translated to an ultra, 17-hour day was normal in the military. So
there's your Leadville right there.
You have that hard work and it's kind of just bred in you for those 5 years.
So cool. All right, so you're about to get back to training. What's on the horizon? What is your bucket list? A dude that's raced some of the most important races in the U.S. Is it bigger than that? Is it global? Where's the bucket list? What does your training look like ahead?
So ahead, I think I'm going to not do anything over 100K. I think I'm just going to get back to running, enjoy running in the fall. But I really want to get back to Western States next year.
Yep.
So I'll be targeting the golden ticket races, mainly Black Canyon, and if that doesn't go well, but it will go well, canyons otherwise. And I want to get back to Western States. So that'll be kind of the main goal back there, because there's, after being out there.
You left a lot on that course.
I left, I really did not have the day that I wanted to have out there. So I'm kind of hungry to get back and just kind of show myself and the world what I could do. And then, after that, I think Western States is kind of just the main A goal, but I would love to maybe get to UTMB also. And check out that scene over there, because I've never watched the live stream or really followed the race, but after watching it this year, I'm like, wow, this looks like something.
It draws you in, doesn't it? I'm the same way. Every year, I'm like, I don't think I'll ever do UTMB. And then I spend a half a day watching that feed. And I'm like, I'm gonna do UTMB.
Yeah, so that's the tentative plan: golden ticket and Western States.
Love it, man. Well, I'm definitely a big fan of yours. Cheering for you. Your story is so cool. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes, coming on the Tiny Bench. Where can people find you online if they want to follow you?
I'm just on Strava at JP Giblin and Instagram jgiblin13. Otherwise, that's it. Not the biggest social guy, but I get it out there when I can. So I appreciate you guys.
Quality over quantity for sure.
Yeah.
My brother, I appreciate you, man.
Thanks,
Best
man.
of luck.
Appreciate it.